What if I told you a single factory buried deep in the heart of China just rewrote the rules of the global auto industry? Not tomorrow. Not next decade. Right now. A facility so massive, so advanced it produces more electric vehicles every 30 days than some countries do in a year. And chances are you have never even heard its name. This is not a prediction. This is not hype. This is already happening. And the factory we are talking about is not just big. It is 10 times the size of Tesla's famed Giga Factory in Nevada. This is not BYD building cars. This is BYD launching an industrial war without a single press conference or a single shot fired. Welcome to Jiangzhou, China. Once a forgotten logistics town. Now the beating heart of the most advanced electric vehicle complex on Earth. Inside this monster facility, machines hum 24 hours a day. 2 EVs roll off the line every single minute. Everything is made in-house. Batteries, chips, semiconductors, even the glass. No suppliers. No delays. Just total control. The West is still talking, still tweeting, still holding board meetings. While BYD is rewriting the future from the inside out. This is not a factory. It is a living machine. A self-contained ecosystem. A cybernetic organism of steel and software. And it is producing not just cars but an entirely new global order. Rewind to 1995. BYD was a tiny battery startup in Shenzhen. No brand recognition. No automotive experience. Barely enough money to survive. Just one man's vision. Wang Chuanfu. A former engineer with zero car building background and absolute conviction that China could leapfrog the West. Fast forward to 2024. BYD has sold over 4.3 million vehicles in a single year. Surpassing Tesla. Dominating China. Breaking into Europe. Blowing past profit expectations with over $5 billion in net income. And it is not just the volume. It is the vertical integration. The secret weapon. While Western companies outsource everything from chips to motors to lithium cells, BYD makes it all in-house, under one roof. FinDreams, the battery subsidiary, is now the second largest EV battery maker on Earth. The blade battery it created does not explode. It passes nail penetration tests without flinching while competitors go up in flames. This is not just manufacturing. This is sovereignty. BYD makes its own software, its own drivetrains, its own chips, its own screens, its own steel. While American companies are stuck waiting for containers, BYD reroutes its own trains. It is not just vertical. It is invulnerable. And this factory in Jiangzhou, this is not a workplace. It is a civilization. Dorms for workers. Schools for their children. Hospitals. Parks. BYD branded supermarkets. 50 square miles of coordinated production. 6 mega lines. 1 million cars a year by 2025. The workforce is not local. It is global. German engineers. Brazilian logistics managers. Indian software teams. All operating within China's centralized master plan. The entire city was redesigned to serve one purpose. To build relentlessly, efficiently, endlessly. Even the location is strategic. This campus sits next to rare earth and lithium deposits. It does not wait for raw materials. It is built on top of them. Rail lines feed into the complex like arteries. Trucks do not bring in parts. They leave with finished vehicles. This is not logistics. This is domination. Governments partnered. Highways were built. Water systems expanded. Tax breaks issued. $500 million in incentives poured in. But this was no gift. It was a bet. And the returns are staggering. BYD is now China's largest private employer. 200,000 workers. And growing. Factories are now rising in Brazil, in Thailand, in Hungary, in Canada. Not just sales offices. Not just showrooms. Full production zones. Localized. Tariff-proof. BYD's motto is simple. Build where you sell. And dominate from the inside. In Europe the response was panic. Renault slashed prices. Peugeot launched emergency programs. Volkswagen called a crisis meeting and signed a desperate partnership with XPeng, another Chinese company. It was not strategy. It was survival. And in South America, BYD is not exporting cars. It is exporting the entire Jiangzhou model. Brazil did not just buy buses. It built BYD plants. Argentina did not negotiate for EV imports. It asked BYD to construct factories. This is not trade. This is replication. But here is the twist. Africa is calling. Southeast Asia is calling. The West spent decades lecturing the world about development. Now developing nations are turning to BYD. Not Washington. Not the IMF. Not Silicon Valley. But a Chinese factory model as the future of national industrialization. And the reason is simple. It works. It scales. It shows up on time. It brings jobs. It brings roads. It brings electricity. This is not just car production. It is industrial colonization. Not with weapons. Not with banks. With assembly lines. But there are cracks in the steel. China's EV demand is slowing. Warehouses are filling. Europe's appetite is uncertain. The risk of overcapacity is real. A slowdown could leave entire giga cities idle. Capital frozen. Momentum stalled. And beneath the surface, human stress. Dormitory culture has limits. Workers grow restless. Foxconn taught us that morale can collapse. And environmental pressure is building. Jiangzhou is not isolated. It is near urban sprawl. Pollution and noise complaints are starting to rise. So here is the paradox. The greatest threat to BYD is not Elon Musk. Not Volkswagen. Not tariffs. It is velocity. It is scaling too fast for its own infrastructure. The risk is not defeat. It is implosion. But for now, the shockwaves are real. In just 5 years, BYD turned a rail hub into the most important car factory on Earth. Not with media attention. Not with branding. But with relentless execution. While the West debates policy and tweets about the future, BYD has already built it. This is not a car company. This is the operating system for a new industrial era. 1 million vehicles per year from a synchronized ecosystem. No foreign dependencies. No supplier delays. Just motion. Tesla still wins headlines. But BYD wins roads, ports, policies, and markets. The West imagined electric mobility. BYD mass-produced it. With steel. With sweat. With sovereignty. So the question is not whether the West can catch up. The question is how long before there is nothing left to catch. Like, subscribe, and stay locked in. Because what BYD just built is not a factory. It is the blueprint for global dominance.